If you're lucky enough to have a partner with you when you're attacked, you gotta work together as a team. Hi everyone, it's John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Quebec, Canada. Here we're going to see an attempted murder of a store employee that thankfully is not going to succeed. It's going to teach us some important lessons about situational awareness, about knowing the threats that are in your area, about being willing to defend yourself and working as a team if you have a partner to successfully do so. This guy here that ducks in is somebody who was a former employee of this store, and now you can see he's got in his hand a knife and a gun, and he's looking for a former coworker. And now he finds one here, and you can see he's got a gun in his hand there in his right hand and a knife in his left, and he takes that guy back there and he is looking for a particular coworker. Now this other girl walks in with a register, it looks like the countdown, and he walks out, but before she's able to close the door, he gets the door closed on the both of them. And now it's on. He kind of puts them in the back there and starts threatening them. And of course, they're trying to kind of feign compliance, like, whoa, man, don't shoot me. You know, don't stick that knife in me or whatever. And they're waiting for their opportunity. This guy continues to threaten them. And what I note here is you see the guy kind of picks up a trash can and to kind of try to keep that guy and his knife off. And the girl keeps up as well and is trying to create a barricade, trying to keep this guy from getting close to him with that knife. Although, of course, the firearm is still problematic because he can get him from there. So they're finally on the ground. He goes to the firearm and the clerk goes, nope, not going to do it, and goes after him. Now we see those 5Ds plus 1. You can see there's bleeding going on. That knife has been brought into play, but they get it away from him and the guy runs off. And thankfully, the clerks both made it. And again, you can go read the news story in the description. All right, let's back up and learn some lessons from this one. As always, 8 on our website, link in the description. But most important ones here, this guy's a disgruntled former employee. And you notice as an employee here, he's just walking into the break room to do his stuff. And this guy comes in and he's a danger. Now, what are you going to do in that instance? Like, this guy's trying to stay cool. But you can see the guy's got a gun out and he is a threat. You know, there are times that you just have to wait your turn in an armed robbery or something like that. And there are times you got to close that distance and just handle the threat as fast as you can. This guy decided to wait and just kind of wait out and see what's going on. Now you see this girl here, she walks in and like, whoa, where's that problem? She sees it and she has an opportunity here to close the door, but it comes and goes in a big fat hurry. And she didn't quite have enough time there. If you can though, man, what a great strategy. If she'd have gotten that door closed and locked, then they would have gotten out of contact range, you know, gotten around the corner where the guy couldn't see him. Unfortunately, she didn't have enough time. And so the guy was able to actually close this door. They could have got him there if they wanted to. Now, he pushes him into the back there and you know, kind of gets him to cow in front of him and kind of like, whoa, man, I don't want to have a problem. And they're more worried about the knife than they are about the gun at this point. And so they use a barricade. Actually, a barricade's not a bad thing, getting something that he can't get to you with that knife. But when it's time to go, you can see them there. He goes 2-on-1. You can see he's worried about that hand with the knife, and for good reason. And he goes 2-on-1, starts practicing those 5Ds, deflect and dominate. Now, as he's dominating, though, you can see that knife come back a few times, and you can see the blood start coming out. Now, you notice here that he finally does distract and then disarm. He gets that knife away from him, and that's going to cause the guy to flee. Very hard to restrain somebody if you don't really know how to do it when they don't want to. And then this guy runs off. So he did practice those 5Ds. He deflected, dominated. They distracted him as a pair, disarmed him. Now the disable is he ran off, and that's a good thing. Thankfully, nobody else was badly hurt in this one. The guy ran off, and they covered their asp.